Hi, Team Exodus. It's Coach Adrian here, and today I'm going to show you the hip escape toe tap. Just a quick tutorial of one of our most challenging moves that you do see in our quarter force rounds. But before I break this move down to you, please be sure to hit subscribe on Moses Family Values and smash the like button so you can be sure to get alerts whenever I post more content like this in the future. All right, so the hip escape toe tap, let me go ahead and show it to you real quick. Like I said, it is a pretty challenging move that comes up in our quarter force rounds, but there are plenty of progressions that you can do to work up to this move. So whenever you see it come up in our workout, you can choose to do the full out move or one of the modifications as well. Always give yourself grace, all right? So here's the full move for the hip escape toe tap. All right, so I'm going to show you how to set up for that move. I'm going to go over the form and then as well as some common mistakes that I've seen and how to correct those. And then I'll break down some of the progressions and show you how to build up to that full move. So first, form. I'm going to turn to the side here so that you can see my form. When you get set up for a hip escape toe tap, you have to start out in beast mode. So to get to beast mode, you come here to tabletop first, right? In tabletop position, you're going to have your hands right up under your shoulders. Your eyes are going to look right in front of your hands, and your knees are right up under your hips, and you're going to have a straight, flat back, okay? Common mistakes that I see from tabletop is I see a rounded back, like you're doing a cat-cow move. And I'll also see that dip in the lower part of the back. We just want to make sure we have a straight back. So to get that straight back, your hands are right up under your shoulders, and you're going to push your weight away from the ground. And you're going to make sure you're not dipping your hips. And you're just going to hold those hips like pull, like you have a string under your belly button. You're pulling it up towards your chest to get that, to keep your hips in line, right? And your hands are right out in front of your eyes are looking right out in front of your hands. So here's your tabletop position. Now to go from tabletop to beast, you're going to take your toes right towards the ground, and you're pushing your weight into your toes to lift your hips and lift those knees about 2 inches off of the ground. Okay, so this is beast mode. So whenever you need to do a hip escape toe tap, you're going to start out in beast mode, okay? So once you're here in your tabletop, push up into beast mode. Eyes are out in front of your hands. Now to get that hip escape, you're going to turn your hips, okay? Turn your hips either direction. And you're going to keep your thigh and your butt parallel to the ground. To get that toe tap, you kick that bottom leg. Make sure your bottom leg is parallel to the ground, and then just reach for your toe. Then come back to beast mode. Twist your hips the opposite way, kick that foot out, parallel to the ground, okay? So that's how we get into hip escape toe tap, okay? So if you need to, you can pause this video, rewind this video. It's just really critical to make sure that you get that tabletop position, and then you get that beast mode perfect, and then start working on rotating those hips and kicking that leg through. So hip escape toe tap, you just saw it. Let me break down the modifications. So your first option, if the toe tap is too much, your first modification is to kick that foot through and just work on tapping your shoulder. Okay, a common mistake we'll see is people kicking your foot back or kicking your foot way too high. Just try to kick that bottom leg through and kick it straight forward. Keep that leg parallel. And the modification is to tap that opposite hand to your opposite shoulder and then come right back to beast mode. If that's still a little bit too much and you're not quite there yet, give yourself grace and just take the kick out and just do a hip escape, right? So go back to your tabletop, push up into beast mode, turn those hips, and just don't kick that foot out. But then you're going to continue to add that shoulder tap. Come back here, here, okay? So you're working on stabilizing your core, using your strengthening those quads, and working on pushing up into that beast mode and adding that rotation without yet kicking the foot through or adding the toe tap. Perfectly fine for any one of our workouts for you to add that move in there in replacement in place of the hip escape toe tap. If that's still too much, rotating the hips and you're still working on strengthening your core and those shoulders, you can totally come here. Again, always start with that tabletop position and then push up into beast mode. And instead of turning your hips, you can just work on alternating those shoulder taps. Again, my eyes are looking right out in front of my hands. My hands are right up under my shoulders. And my knees are right up under my hips. With that move, it's a progression, right? If you start there, you're working on strengthening your shoulders, strengthening your core, and working on balancing on those toes in that beast mode. And then you can go from there. So you can start out with just the shoulder taps. Then you can add just the hip turn. And then you can add the kick out with the shoulder tap. And then you can add the kick out with the full on toe tap. I'll show you the progression of those moves. One last time, and then you're ready to kill it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start with the beast mode shoulder taps, and then we'll progress to the hip rotation with the shoulder tap, and then add that kick out with the shoulder tap. And then once you've mastered that, you'll be ready for the full on hip escape toe taps. All right, team. I know you're ready to kill it. I can't wait to see you crush this move in your next workout. Thanks. Don't forget to hit that like button. Drop me a comment drop me a few words in the comments below to let me know that this helped you out. Again, can't wait to see you kill it.